Hello once again, MangaMatt here. Now, I usually don't do videos like talking about a specific subject or anything that really isn't me talking about a series in particular. But you know, a guy suggested an idea that I thought would at least be something to do. Can't really play it up, but I mean, also on top of that, I think enough people have bugged me about some of these things that maybe if I address them in this sort of formalized way, that maybe it'll kind of beat you to the punch for those that may or may not have been wondering either. Mostly, also added to that, you know, having over 2,000 manga volumes, you know, you start to, you know, figure out things with collecting, specifically manga at least, that, you know, maybe people that haven't been collecting as long or as hardcore serious as me may not learn until much later, if they get to where I'm at, that is. So I guess maybe I'll just sort of run through a few things that I've learned and maybe impart that wisdom on you and see how that goes. With manga collecting, what I usually do, first thing a lot of people will ask me is, where do I get my manga? Okay, well, there's quite a few answers to that depending on specifically what kind of manga I'm getting. The quick answer, let me just see if I have a, no quick answer. The quick answer would be like writestuff.com. I used to go to justmanga.com, but you know, their price, because they generally would get manga a little bit faster than Right Stuff, but as I'm getting more and more manga, just so much more, it's a little bit more convenient to get it at Right Stuff because it's like 50 cents to $1 cheaper than at justmanga.com, which believe it or not, you know, when you get as much manga as I do, those little savings add up. And also on top of that too, you can sign up for this, let me see if I still up here. You can sign up for this little Got Anime members thing. I just happen to still have the little thingy that it comes in. It's like a little card thing. It's not really important because it's programmed into their computer system, so when you buy something, it's already discounted. It gives you 10% off, you know, everything that you buy there, which already those mangas that you'll buy there are like $7.15 if it's you know, like your Naruto, your Bleach, you know, that kind of price range manga. There's like a couple tiers. There's usually like the $9.99 stuff, which are like these. Then you go up a little bit higher to the $12.99, which are those sort of larger print ones that are a bit wider and stuff. You'll get what I'm saying. But for those $9.99 ones, they're like newer stuff. They'll usually like chop them down to $7.15. But then, you know, if you get the additional 10% off, then that's another seven or so cents knocked off of that. So you can usually save like maybe an extra few bucks even. Plus, on top of that, you also get cool little extra what do you call them? Coupon things that you can maybe use or not. I don't really know if I've ever used them. I don't think I've ever, you know, there's never been any manga focused coupons specifically. But I mean, you know, I mean, it's better than nothing, right? But I mean, yeah, I go to that. Plus, of course, if it's an older title, I'll usually look on Amazon first because Amazon is pretty reliable for me. Especially if you're getting like individual volumes, like say, you know, I'm wanting to collect a series that's already at volume 5, but I want to get 1 through 4, and maybe it's not as easy to find anymore. I'll go to Amazon, feel that out. Then if I can't really find it there, I'll go to eBay. And when I'm looking at eBay, what I'm specifically looking for particular is if they've got like a whole chunk of it, like a good size of it. Like I've gotten you know, all of Blade of the Immortal up like 1 through 20 or 22, I think. I got there for like $60. And I think there was a little bit of shipping, but I mean, you know, $60 for like 20 volumes of Blade of the Immortal, which are like at least 10 each. That is more than a good price for those. And then also I go to Amazon if it's a series that's been out a while or has been out of print for a while, especially because that'll give you an insight into how much those volumes are worth. Because now, of course, like American comics, like, you know, there's all this, you know, speculative market and stuff, and the general rule with manga, and I know this is gonna suck for some of you hardcore fans out there or something, like, there's not really a seller's market for manga. Manga is not generally like this, like comic books where you can get them, where, like, you know, where like they're specifically like making variant covers or something to like make it appealing to the prospective buyer to want to buy and then keep to accrue value. You can't really look at it like that. What does happen though is there are occasional instances where you can find manga that will go up in value, and it's usually because, again, there's a really short print run of, say, a very specific volume. And even more so, like I'll use, for example, right here, Gyo. It used to be that Gyo, which is a Junji Ito title, horror manga, which is pretty good. I'd recommend getting this if you can find it. Volume 1 is like $20. Volume 2, this is dirt cheap. You can find that, and you'll have no problem with the 2. The Volume 1, though, that's like $20, which of course this retails for like $10. So that's like double its value. And I would have said in the past, like, find first edition version of this. This is the second edition, which of course, you know, it's the sleek, nice kind of black coloring. Which I mean, I don't even have to pitch this to you. This is a very nice cover. I mean, with sort of that little sheen right there, where you can see like the little monster that's featured in it. Also, really nice spine and tail with that too. As opposed to well, I don't actually have an example of the first edition one, which I used to have, but you can go and watch my review